Anchor in another flat tyre.
Go in there, Kato.
Change another flat tyre. Are you like me, constantly getting flats, sick of spending most of your time on the side of the trail where your friends are shredding the nut? Then stay tuned and watch me try and figure out how to go tubeless. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of MASH MTB. This is Kato. So this episode's a little bit different from the other ones I've put up. If you've followed my videos, you'll notice that in a lot of them I get a lot of flat tires. Different terrain over here, didn't have much of an issue in Canada. So in this episode we're gonna try and change from tubes and go to tubeless. So I was originally just going to change my back tire to tubeless just because if you can see here it's got a few slashes in the tire, so obviously can't go tubeless with that tire, so I need to put a new one on. But while I have my bike here, I noticed that this stem is leaking, so I think since we're here we'll just go try and make both tires tubeless. Okay, so some of the items you're going to need to go tubeless is a tubeless ready tire, tubeless valves, tire levers, any measuring tool for the sealant. I'm just using a 60mm syringe, multi-tools to get the tire off your bike, and I'm using Stan's No Tubes tire sealant. And then of course it's 37 degrees in Queensland today, so beer, gotta stay hydrated. Schwalbe Magic Mary on the front tire. It's still in really good condition, so I'm just gonna keep the tire and make it tubeless. On the rear I'm running the Schwalbe Hans Dampf. The tire is obviously wrecked, so I'm gonna completely change the tire and make it tubeless as well. On the rim that this is taped from factory. If yours isn't, you're going to need to get some rim tape for it. So the tubeless valves that I'm going to be putting on my bike today is the Petey's brand. They just have an inner and outer look, so they look pretty high quality. You should hopefully keep all the sealant in, and they also come in a pretty cool color that matches my pedals. DHR2. I've only ever tried the Schwalbe tires, so keen to see how the Maxxis goes. Okay, once you've taken off the old tire, it's time to put on the new tire. So very important when you do that to make sure that you follow the rolling rotation direction and make sure that the tire is going onto a nice clean rim. Okay, so the next part is to put the tire on the rim. So you want to put this bead in, so start from the bottom and work your way up. So I just have this section to go. I generally always struggle with this section, so if you need help, it's never a bad thing to ask for it. Okay, it's one side. A handy tip that I found really helped me was to try and center your tire in the middle of the rim. It just allows you to have a bit more room when you're trying to do the other side.
Two hours later.
Done. Okay, so the next step is to set the B. This can sometimes be done with the pump, otherwise you need to use compressor. So let's see if we can do it with the hand pump. We're listening for a popping sound. Okay, so I got the tire pressure to 40 and it did pop, so it's all sealed. Super glad I picked a really hot day to do this. Okay, if you look closely at the tire, you can see this line. So this is to show if it's all even all the way around that the tire has been set properly. Okay, now that we've got the tire pumped up, the next step is to put the sealant into the tire. So we're going to release the pressure again. I need to put 90 mils into my tire for the size of it, and then we get to pump it up again. So a cool thing with the PDs is it comes with a coarse stem remover as the cap. Once we've installed the sealant and reinstalled the valve core, it's time to pump up to your preferred pressure. I generally run 22, but I find over here I'm pinching a lot, so I might go up to about 25. Okay, and then you just spin around the sealant. And that's it, we're all done. So you get to repeat the whole process for the front tire now. there we go guys, that finishes the tubeless setup. Hopefully I've inspired you to try it yourself. Definitely keen to see how this goes out on the trails, and hopefully it stops me getting pinched flats. Cheers!